Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 38 of Crusader Kings 2. Before I start, as always, I'd like to say a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Gamer Cowboy for sponsoring this entire video with his generous donation on Patreon. Thank you very much. So at the end of the last video, we were trying to get out of this war, and I couldn't quite work out what was going on. Mostly because we've got 100% here, but when I was trying to find the option to offer peace, we cannot. We can't enforce demands because it says none of our holdings have to be occupied by him. Now, I've just had a bit of a thought of what that might be. I was thinking maybe he has a sub-holding down here somewhere, but I honestly can't see one. So I don't know what the cause of that is. The only thing that I can try and do here, I think, is to basically just wipe all of his armies out in the hope that we can actually, yeah, we do control that, is to wipe all of his armies out and just hope that we can get him to give up, basically. This guy's attempting a naval landing over here into 140 troops. We're just going to go ahead and reinforce that real quick. I'm not too sure why this guy is involved here. I need to keep this trade route running. It's too expensive. Yeah, we've got the gold. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, we've just had a defeat somewhere. I'm not too sure where or why that was. Maybe it was up here. We just need to keep running these armies down. They're probably going to try and move in with a few more. But we really need to secure this island before we can do anything else. So let's go over here and see if we can grab all of these. So what I'm actually trying to plan to do here, and once again, why am I leading this? Why do I have no lead? What's going on here? Come on, game. Right, minor titles. Show commanders. I can have 6 commanders. I currently have none. Should probably just have this on auto-assign commanders for now. Right, let's go ahead and get some commanders in here. Preferably not me. Most of these guys have got, like, really poor martial, but I don't want to get killed. So he's moving out. So let's go ahead and try and get these siege. So we might lose a couple of bits and pieces up here. It's inevitable that we're going to lose something. We have a potential claim. Where are you trying to get a claim on? You're trying to get a claim on that. Yes, we will take that because we do want to grab that at some point. Although, it did belong to somebody else and now it doesn't. So it's not quite as useful as it once was. You've moved him back over down here. Let's go ahead and finish grabbing that, which we can. And then we'll move in and try and wipe these armies out. We prefer to become brave. I think we've got a very good chance of keep winning these battles. You're moving down here. He's got a lot of his armies consolidated down here. There we go, some more tech. Keep seeing that I'm getting defeated somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where, why, or how. Okay, let's see if we can get this army to get off this island. Call the physician. Call for the physician. Right, you're moving up there. Truces are expiring. Looks like he's trying to move in with another 1,000 troops here. You're moving back down there and reinforcing. It's very, very difficult here. I mean, we're winning these battles left, right, and centre. I don't even know why this guy's involved in the fight. Personally, to me, it doesn't make any sense at all. There we go. Have a new son. This army's getting weakened up quite a lot. Of course, we're losing troops as well. Let's go ahead and deal with this. Education focus. Let's give you Marshall. Why not? We've caught somebody. Ah, you've done a conversion. You're trying to move out now. That is good. You are our son. Let's go with struggle. Now then, what have we lost up here? Keep saying that we're losing stuff, but I really don't know what we're losing. This just is a little bit strange, to be honest. Yeah, let's just see if we can go ahead and take this out. We need to really get this entire island done first. He's trying to move out. That's what we were trying to do. We were going to have a look and see if... so short commanders again. Constantly short commanders. Proselytize. We can work on somewhere else. So who is commanding this now? Again, if I don't command, then we've got nobody, basically. Fine. How bad is it that we have so few commanders, or so few people in our court, we can't even get 3 commanders for a single army? That really is bad. Okay, that's fully sieged out. Can we actually get peace with you now? No. I'm sure you don't actually control anything of mine. So, does this guy actually control anything? See, he's in a lot of wars. That's why we're hostile, because he's in wars with, like, 3 other people. What do you control? Your titles are this duchy, and this county, and this county. You've sieged those out, so we need to go and take those back. That's fine. You're trying to siege that out now, which I'm a little bit upset about. After 100 years under the Takalad Ganga Kingdom, the Raj of Gangavadi is no longer considered a de jure part of the Rashtrakuta Kingdom. So Gangavadi is now de jure part of our kingdom, because we've had it for 100 years. Okay, that's fine. That's why before we changed our succession rules, it kept looking like we wouldn't hang on to Gangavadi, because Gangavadi wasn't de jure part of our kingdom. Now it is, because it's been de facto part of the kingdom for 100 years. Right, we need to go and attack that army. We can't allow them to siege it out. We've got control of this. We've got control of that. So we must try and get control of all of this. How did you just unsiege that? How did that top holding just become unsieged? Oh, because you've just pieced out. And you've taken this, haven't you? So can we peace out with you now? Yes, we can enforce our demands here. Excellent, that's war's over. So they must have been in control of something. Right, okay, let's go ahead and... That was more confusing than it needed to be. The levies are going to march over here. Not the levy, the retinue. Reports have reached us that traders and travellers are being harassed by raiders. Caravan raiders reduces trade value and trade route wealth, but we gain... That's because we're arbitrary. Send my marshal to hunt them down. Yeah, we'll send you out. Okay, so that's one war over. That was a little bit of a pain. Deemed too dangerous to interfere with the caravan raiders and refused to carry out my orders. Root out the raiders myself. Right, okay. You guys here, let's go ahead and disband the unit. Okay, after sunset, I managed to track down the raiders' encampment. Me and my men decide to enter the camp and approach their leader. Wait until midnight and sneak up on the guards. Approach their leader. As we enter the camp, we pass clusters of tents and campfires. While I can only see a small group of raiders, I feel many eyes upon me. Approaching the centre of the settlement, a silhouette, who I assume is the leader of the raiders, exits a large tent and greets me with a smirk. Fight the leader and shatter the band of raiders. 33% chance that we become wounded. 17% chance that we become maimed. Bribe them to leave my land. Diplomatically explain why you can't arrest the travellers. While engaged in a fairly one-sided conversation about property of rights, I failed to notice the thug sneaking up behind me. Plea for mercy. Mercy? Plea for mercy. So we can lose 100 prestige and lose some prestige monthly for 3 years and negative 20. Let's just pay up the gold and this should go away. Okay, who can we have arrested now? Our mayor. Do we have a better marshal? You've got a marshal of 13. You've got a marshal of 3. We just have nobody here, do we? Wow. This is our daughter. Chance of her becoming kind. Sure. Approve the plan to kill off random kingsmen. So we need to try and grab this land here now. This is a random... Just let him rot. And we've killed somebody off. Okay, good. So, these provinces here, we need to grab them. This is what we need. You're at war with a fair few people. We can't declare a war against you, because you are under this guy here, who we know we can beat. We've got a claim on this province now. We've got a de jure claim here. I mean, we could certainly go for that. You've still not got any allies in this. You've got 3.7k troops. I've got 11k. Let's go ahead and move our Chancellor down here. And I think we take it for that province. I mean, he might get some sort of revolt and split up again, which will make life easier. But I think this is the best thing to do down here, is to try and grab that province. So let's go ahead. We'll declare a war on you. We've got lots of random claims for lots of random people. But we've got that claim here. And you're my vassal anyway. So let's go and send. We can declare that war. Let's go and raise all the military. Now we will have a few units up here, which I'm going to try and get around this way if I can. All of these guys we want to sort of get in. Let's get them all in there. We want to avoid the big stack if we can. Might decide to try and pounce on one of the smaller armies. He is raising up a few of his levies and things. Let's get you guys going around the outside. Yeah, it looks like he was trying to catch this small army and just failed miserably there. So we're going to have a very big army here. Let's get everybody in together. And he's probably going to go... Looks like he's actually fighting somebody else up there, so that might help. Who have we lost? We have lost our chaplain. It's unfortunate, but we can go ahead and get you to proselytize somewhere. Go and work in that province there. Let's just get everybody over here. We might as well go and siege the province that we actually need to siege. And then just go up and rag on the capital. So let's group you together. Again, I'm leading the centre. Prefer not to usually. But to be fair, my generals, commanders, whatever you want to call them, are pretty crap. Fever is broken. I've now become a lunatic. Excellent. What does that give me? It doesn't actually do much. It reduces my attraction opinion and vassal opinion, but it does give me some trait. So it doesn't really affect my traits in any way, which is fine. Obviously the worst ones are always ones that reduce your diplomacy and stewardship and things like that, so we don't really have to worry about that. So we should be able to get this province relatively easily. But yeah, I'm upset about this border gore. I got these two provinces by accident, really, so We want to try and get those back. Let's go now and just go and sit on the capital, basically. I'll lose 20 prestige. You are hosting a dinner for some local dignitaries when the full moon comes into view in one of the windows. Trembling, you excuse yourself and hurry up the stairs to your bedchamber while stripping off your clothes. You are completely naked when the guard finds you crouched on your balcony howling at the moon. Oh well. Maybe it'll help us in... I think if you're a lunatic, it should help you in battle. Surely just the fact that you were a complete stark raving bonkers should really put the fear into your enemies. Send my son into hiding. We don't want to do that. Come on, stop autosaving when I'm trying to do stuff. It's just annoying. We have... this is our daughter. Let's go ahead and continue with a martial training there. So we can still imprison our marshal. Some special titles grantable. So we could possibly get some more commanders here as well. We've got ducal claims. This is the ducal claim. This is what we're doing now, isn't it? Yeah. This is the ducal claim. So that's fine. That's what we're working on. Excellent. We're already at 46%. That's put us on 56, and we can siege this out, and we can siege this out. Get some easy sieges going on here. Cool, more tech. We can boost up... What do we... Well, siege equipment. Let's get these sieges done quicker. What about here? Court, mustering ground. Improved keeps. Improved keeps is good. Religious customs... What does religious customs give us? Temple vassal opinion. Tolerance gives us more... reduced opinion penalty for different cultures and religions. Sure, let's go in for tolerance then. That's fine. So he's busy dealing with another fight up here, which is good for us. There's some stuff going down there, but that's all internal, so that's not really a problem. Yeah, stuff's changing hands. Not a big deal. What we need to do, actually, we probably can't do it when we're at war. War vassal declaration. Yeah, we need to make this... We need to change this so that our vassals can't declare war on each other. They can still declare war on people outside the realm, but vassals are forbidden from declaring war on enemies within the realm, but may attack external enemies as long as realm peace is not enforced. Hold a primary title. Has the law imperial administration. So we need to get to that. Got to be an emperor. Fair enough. We've changed that then. I thought you used to be able to do that. It's just annoying because you try and set things up so you have one person who is like a duke of several... you know, one person who's a duke of a duchy and then all the counties beneath it are his. But then you start getting people who start managing to take provinces outside of their own duchies, and it all gets a little bit messy, but hopefully we can sort that out at some point. Right. Anyway, bigger fish to fry. Let's go over here and start sieging out some more ducal capitals. Always the best way to get some quick war score. The chest pains you have been experienced lately seem to have stopped. Pains have been occurring less frequently until recently they just disappeared. So the chest pains have gone. Increases my personal combat skill and my health goes up. You have decided to introduce a new law to the good people of your realm. It is your right as their ruler. Now you just have to decide on the contents. The Turnip Act. This option is available because you have the lunatic trait. You give the order to implement the Turnip Act. You give the order to implement the Pants Act. You give the order to implement the Hole in the Wall Act. You give the order the implementation of the Cessation of Violence Act. Let's go for that one. The Cessation of Violence Act. The new law has been written and couriers are now distributing it to all of your vassals. They admire your handiwork. Whereas the children of the realm have become desensitized to violence, and whereas the general populace seems to have lost all regard for the sanctity of human life, therefore I, Gamer Cowboy the Third, the Fourth, decree that all forms of violence directed at other human beings be outlawed, including both capital and corporal punishment, as well as the torture of criminals, heathens and foreigners. These vulnerable social groups are instead to be rehabilitated and eventually released back in society as productive citizens. Not the most insane law that I've instituted before, but fine. This is our daughter. She loves doing things her own way, often takes it personally and gets angry when others offer their opinions. Yeah, she can become diligent. There's nothing wrong with that. So we've almost got this siege done. That's 95%. So providing he doesn't really siege anything else out. So this is from one of the Chinese bands. What happened up there? Where did you guys come from? How did I suddenly get troops up there? What happened there? The inability of our previous employer to provide our contractual pay has caused us for employment. We would serve you... Oh, is that them? I think that was the... I'm not even sure what's going on. I've got a feeling that this group up here is a band of mercenaries that suddenly stopped fighting for this guy and turned against him. Unfortunately for us, they're really outnumbered, which means we're suddenly going to lose a chunk of war skill for losing a battle, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, you've only got 70 ducats in your treasury. Yeah, so we actually got defeated there. And I'm pretty much guessing that army was a mercenary army. So we lost a little bit of war score for that, which is annoying. But we're at 99%. So as soon as this ticks over, which will happen very quickly. This is our vassal, providing me with proof that this mayor has been viciously slandering me. He's brave. Let's keep it to myself. He's not really important. 99%. Why didn't we get any more from that? Maybe when one more month ticks over, we'll get the 100% from the monthly tick. Let's just have a look when the autosave finishes its thing. No, it's still at 99%. My wife's given me a gift. Sure, extra diplomacy and health. Let's call it Hunter. We have lost our spy master this time around. You want to be on the council? You've got a high skill there. Let's go and send you up there. If you get caught and killed, that's not really my problem. So 99%. This is our courtier, finishes education in stewardship, become a fortune builder, still only at 99%. Fine, let's get over here and siege another top holding. Or we could just go and straight up kick face on his army. We could become deceitful, gives us more intrigue. Prefer to be honest, prefer the diplomacy. Right, now then, they've got a fair few armies amassing on us right there. Actually, one went the opposite way, but that's it now. We've actually got 100%. So let's just go ahead and offer peace, enforce demands. Get ourselves a nice shiny new province. There we go. Let's get everybody marching down towards home. One thing we do want to do is split off the retinue. So cancel those guys. Call my court position at once. This is my wife dying here. What's going on? Right. Let's get the right army. That's the retinue. So this is the one that we want to stand down. Retinues go home. This is our daughter, and let's go ahead and give you... Let's give you a stewardship focus. There we go. That's probably a good place to end the video, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. Once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter, Gamer Cowboy, for sponsoring this entire series. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, goodbye for now.